Okay, hello everyone. Here's General Ian. You guys know him and his list a little bit. Playing the same list as Contest Champions Primer Tournament. He's got 2 Melt-A-Flamer speeders, 5 drop pods, 2 Ironclad dreadnoughts, 3 tactical units over here with multi-Melt-A-Flamers. I think a Combi Melta, no power weapon?
No power.
No power weapon. He's got Vulkan, Master of the Forge, and homing beacons on 3 of those suckers. Which is probably the 2 dreadnought ones and one of the tacticals or something like that.
Yes.
There you go. And then profit lists, nothing's different. Running a shock prowl on the Trueborn Raider lately, but nothing special there.
Take a look at your list.
Go for it. And then the mission we got here is intelligent design. Not really in the practice book right now, but it's in our practice book. So intelligent design is annihilation spearhead, and it's modified annihilation. Basically, you get 1 kill point for every 200 points of a troop, 1 kill point for every 100 points of an elite, and 1 kill point for every 50 points of HQ. Same thing for a heavy on the 100 points. So it's just, modified. It's really not that complicated once you kind of figure it out, but it definitely makes it, I don't know if it's supposed to even it out or make it harder. So either way, I don't like annihilation missions, and I don't like this one even more. Okay, here we go. That was the bottom of turn 1, right? Salamanders going second. So Salamanders won the roll off, and they forced the Dark Eldar to go first, and then he refused to try and steal the initiative. He refused. So we talked about his list a little bit. I guess he turbo boosted or moved flat out, however that works with the skimmers, right?
Yes, sir.
And then dropped in 2 Ironclad dreadnoughts and a tactical squad with Vulkan in the drop pods. Over here in my deployment zone. This is the Dark Eldar deployment zone with all the Salamanders in it. And, we don't get extra points for being in the other guy's deployment zone. That was the other annihilation, but whatever. So here he is, built this little castle almost in the middle of the board. And we're going into turn 2. Because Dark Eldar, of course, deployed in reserve. His Mr. Ian, like I said, he forced us to go first. And he wouldn't steal the initiative. He's being a real jerk. He chose the worst mission possible. After studying my list, he's like, oh yeah, this one will screw you. So Dark Eldar got re-rolled a wound for combat drugs, so that was some light in the clouds. Now we're going to roll for turn 2 reserves. Hopefully everything comes in. Okay, here we go, bottom of 2. Dark Eldar got an amazing Razor Wing, which is very scary, and the Trueborn Raider in from reserve on turn 2. So that's the first wave, and nothing else, which, sometimes that's really shitty and sometimes it's really awesome. So came in, I blasted down this land speeder with blasters from the Trueborn, missed with the Dark Lance, and then I think I killed one guy and put a wound on Vulkan with the Razor Wings, 16 wounds, and his amazing saves. So that's it for turn 2 with the Dark Eldar, and then he got all his reserves in, but
Except
the Terminator squad, so he's got 2 drop pods.
Does the
Coming in.
Razor Wing have an invul or a cover save or anything?
Here we are, bottom of turn 2 with General Ian. He's dropping in his second 2 drop pods. They both came in from reserve. Got the Trueborn on the table. They blew up a land speeder over there for a kill point, I think.
Yeah.
And Razor Wing. Shot its missiles, unloaded everything into Vulkan squad, killed a guy and wounded Vulkan. How many wounds does Vulkan have?
3.
Excellent. So not a lot going on yet. And his other drop pod has Master of the Forge, is probably going to come in here too. He's building his little thing.
My fortress.
Drop pod castle. Dark Eldar reserves. There's 2 Ravagers, 2 Rack units, 2 Witch units, an Incubi unit that haven't entered play yet. And Ian's whole army's on the board except for unit Terminators. I think there's 8 of them.
7.
7 with a sergeant, or is there 7 total?
7 total.
Oh wow.
So 6 normal, 1 sergeant.
Yes, I thought it was a 10-man squad the other day. So that's what we got. Let's hope he doesn't really just murder everything I put down. Okay, here we go. Bottom of 3. Didn't get a lot of Dark Eldar reserves. We got a Ravager, a Rack unit, and a Witch unit, so about half. Incubi didn't come in, so it was a little bit less than half. What happened was Trueborn jumped out of the Raider and kind of mixed in with the Racks that drove in next to this tactical squad. Witches, went flat out 34 inches up here with their other sails, and Ravager drove in, and the Ravager and the Razorwing shot at the speeder that moved flat out towards them and blew it up with 5 lances. It took the 5th lance that finally got through and took him out. And then basically liquefier, blasters, and double unit charge killed the Tech Marine in here, or the Master of the Forge HQ, and a bunch of other guys who ran away. But he still has like 5 or 6 guys in there, so I only actually ended up killing like 5 guys. But won the combat, he ran away and got a bunch of kill points for the Master of the Forge. And then, the Venom shot its Venom cannon, splinter cannons at Vulkan and killed him. I think he failed 2 out of like 5, and he had taken a wound from the Razorwing earlier. So great turn for Dark Eldar. We didn't really get the best rolls, but we really came in and murdered the right things. So that's really cool. Bottom of 3, he's got his Terminators coming in, so they've just deep striked within range of the homing beacon, right? Over here next to this witch unit, and I guess that's it. He's gonna move his guys around and start flamering me and crap. Flamers suck. Bottom of turn 3, about to go into the top 4. Salamanders, went to work. He shot a bunch of stuff at the Witch Raider over here, but made a bunch of saves. So didn't do anything to it. And then freaking moved his Dreadnought up and annihilated the Trueborn squad. Did some wounds on the racks, and then shot pretty much the rest of his army, either the racks or the Venom here, and blew up the Venom eventually. Killed 2 racks. I think 1 came from the Flamer, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
And then, they made a leadership test, and then they re-rolled it with the Grizzly trophies and made it, so they stuck around. And then I think he shot a Stormbolter at the Trueborn Raider and got that shaken result, so it can't shoot, but otherwise it's undamaged. And that's pretty much it. We're going to roll for some Dark Eldar reserves. We got a Ravager, Incubi, Rack unit, and a Witch unit, so kind of one of everything. And try and do a whole bunch more damage before he shoots again. Every time he shoots, I cringe. Okay, here we go. Top of turn 4 for Dark Eldar was really pretty awesome. Could have been better, but couldn't have really been much worse as far as that goes, killing shit. Incubi came in, turbo boosted 36 inches behind this building, or went flat out. All the witches kind of jumped over here, got out of the Raider, just barely made their charge 4 inches into the tactical squad that was in the middle of all this crap. The other witch squad did the same thing from the board edge over here. Just kind of jumped out, charged both drop pods, and touched the squad inside. So killed both drop pods and the squad. Shooting, I think the Ravager immobilized the Dreadnought, right?
Yep.
Immobilized, so he's still alive. He's got a Flamer, Heavy Flamer, and a Melta, twin-linked. And I guess that's pretty much it. The racks moved over here. Got another rack squad on the board. Went flat out, and then got a Ravager. Didn't come in from reserve, so that's the game so far. I'm not sure what the kill point total is, but there's murder on the Dark Eldar side happening, so we'll do a total here for the next little clip. Alright everyone, going into top of 5. Salamanders had a really great turn 4, really. What'd they do? They blew up the Raider over here with, I'm pretty sure it was the multi-melt out of this squad that got tore up by the Trueborn. The Master of the Forge squad, right?
Yep.
They downed the Incubi Raider back there with maybe it was another multi-melta, and pinned the squad inside, failed the leadership test. So there's the Terminators bearing down Archon and his team, which is wonderful. And then Dreadnought came over here, shot, didn't do anything. Nothing else really happened. This witch squad got shot with Stormbolters and a Flamer. Homunculus died to a Stormbolter. I think he should have went to ground. He was stupid. But whatever. I think when we do the total, I think it's like 11-7 Dark Eldar to Salamanders. I think. And he just got 3 kill points, or 2 from the 2 Raiders. All 3 because of the Homunculus. I put that in there too. So that's what we got going on. Top of 5. And we got a Ravager coming in automatically for the Dark Going into the bottom of 5. Dark Eldar didn't have a spectacular turn 5, but it wasn't bad. The Archon squad got pinned at the bottom of 4, so they get to stand up. And they're staring at some Terminators, which is wonderful. Small witch unit kind of snaked their way in here and pounded on this drop pod and this little squad here. We won by a whole lot. He needed like a 5 on his leadership, and he stayed in combat. So tied up the 5 witches in combat there. Over here, the second witch unit pounded on the other drop pod, took off, pretty sure Stormbolter, and they immobilized Dreadnought. Didn't do anything to him. So locked in combat over there. This guy he's definitely can't shoot, and then I destroyed his close combat weapon with the Melta, or with the Flamer actually.
Flavor, yeah.
So Didn't actually get any kill points, I don't think, in turn 4, but we just did the count, and we think we're looking at 12 for the Dark Eldar army versus 6 for the Salamanders. And it's a bottom of 5 Salamander turn, and he's got a squad here, a drop pod that can shoot, Terminators, and then this guy can move around and charge things. Right? I think that's it. That's the game right here on turn 5. Please be sure to check out the blog, shotdownmine.blogspot.com. Become a member, 40knation.com. Give a shout out to General Ian. He's getting brutalized.
Yeah, just a bit.
Here we go, everyone. We're in the bottom of turn 5. Salamanders didn't have a horrible turn. His Terminators got in on the Archon unit and just murdered the Incubi. Put 2 wounds on the Archon. He made both his saves and then made his leadership test. So he got 2 kill points there from killing the Incubi, which puts him at 8 to, I think, 15.
That's a lot.
Or 16. Doesn't matter. It's been a tough game for Salamanders. Over here, the Witches won the combat versus the 2 squads. He charged me with his freaking Master of the Forge tactical squad. And they're the ones who broke after they lost. So they're running away again. These guys are locked. This drop pod got wrecked in the combat. Still got a drop pod alive, but no Stormbolter drop pod. This guy's alive, and the Dreadnought died to a couple pins and exploded and killed. Like, maybe it only ended up killing 1 witch. But so it was definitely action packed. All these raiders and everything shot at the freaking Dreadnought last turn, blew off its weapon and shaked it. So I don't know. I've kept him stuffed into this little hole that he jumped into, and he's gonna roll now to see if the game goes on. It's the end of 5. So on a 1 or 2 it ends. On a 3 there's more pain. Oh, it's a 5.
1 more turn.
More pain coming. Turn 6. Okay, everyone, here we are, bottom of turn 6. Dark Eldar turn 6 was amazing. Shot all these lances, killed all the rest of the drop pods and the Dreadnought, which was a bunch of kill points more, like 4 more or whatever. Murdered this squad. And so that was the Dark Eldar turn 6. And then Salamander turn 6, the squad's still just holding. It's failed by 1 each time, but it keeps on making saves. But then he's put 4 wounds on the Archon, like 3 combats in a row, and he's made every wound, or made every save. And then the very last one, the 16th wound, he rolled a 1 and died, which is 3 kill points for the Terminators there. So not bad. And the Archon probably killed, what, like 3 out of 7 Terminators, so not bad. But that's how the game's probably going to end up here. We're going to roll dice. I guess it continues on a 4-up, right?
Yeah, continues on 4-up.
Turn 7 on a 4-up. Oh! It's over. So here's the Witch Squad. They got a Gummy Bear. It's 3 pain tokens. Thanks a lot, man.
Good game.
Good game.
Good game.